Hi, my name is Pam Gargett. I am the Director of Providence Home and Community Care Special Events. Today I have the honor of interviewing my mom, and she's going to be talking with me about her experience in the internment camps.
Okay, my name is Joanne Abe Fugimuru. I'm 84 years old.
What city were you born in?
Seattle, Washington.
And do you remember when your mom's family came to the U.S.?
1907.
And what did your grandmother do for a living?
She was a midwife.
What about your father's family? Do you remember when they came to the U.S.?
Well, I know they were in the grocery business.
They owned a grocery store before the war.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They did.
What's your earliest memory of the war?
Going to the Puyallup, they put us in the Puyallup Fairgrounds there.
What about when Pearl Harbor happened?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay, so when the internment camps opened, you ended up in Puyallup first?
First, yeah, Puyallup Fairgrounds there, they put us in the horse's stall. I was 4 years old.
What did your parents tell you when you had to leave your home and go to Puyallup?
Allowed just one suitcase, and so I remember that. Mm-hmm. It was a double doors, where the horses were, and there was a lot of hay in there, and
It was meant for animals.
oh yeah, I remember peeking over the double doors.
Where did you move to after Puyallup? Which camp?
I ended up at the concentration camp in Idaho, Minidoka.
And my dad, who's not with us anymore, he was the same age as you. He went to Wyoming.
Yeah,
Do you remember how old you were when you left the camps?
7 years old by the time we were able to move back to Seattle.
What kind of memories do you have of being in the camps?
So there was like 12 of us women having to shower together, and I didn't like that. Even though I was young, I just was modest.
Did they have schools in camp?
Yeah, they did.
Who were the teachers then? Other Japanese?
No, they were white.
Your mom had a big family. She had 4 brothers. Were they in the same camp with you?
Yeah, they were there.
What do you think is the saddest memory you have of living in the camps?
That we were all living in this one room. Just no privacy. My mother, father, and then my brothers, just that one room.
And so you have an older brother.
Yeah,
And then Uncle Gilbert was born.
in the concentration camps. Yep.
Did you have any happy memories?
No, absolutely not.
Was it difficult for your parents?
Oh, yeah.
And so your dad owned a grocery store.
That's right. Yeah, my grandfather and then my dad took over that grocery store.
Where did your family go after being released from the camps?
The city of Chicago, because we weren't allowed to go to Seattle. I remember I didn't like it
Your family decided to come back to Seattle.
because my father's brother, decided to go to a university somewhere. And so from there, then, we were able to come to Seattle thanks to my dad's brother.
Oh. And so what happened with the grocery store when you came back to
Oh,
Seattle?
this Polish family took care of it. Yeah, that was so kind of them. They made the payments, it was a Polish family.
Your family was able to keep the grocery store because of this Polish family
Right.
and their kindness. But Grandpa Mitz was able to take over the store again because this nice family had continued with the payment, so it was still in our family's name then. Mm-hmm. And he continued to run it for many years until he retired.
Yeah.
Why do you think your family decided to stay in the Northwest?
Because that's, where our roots were. That's where we were born and raised in Seattle.
What generation American are you?
3rd generation Japanese American.
Your grandparents named all of their sons after presidents. Were they very patriotic before the war? Is that why they named them after presidents? Or
Yeah, I don't know why my grandmother named them after those presidents. They were Republican presidents.
Republican presidents? Do you remember the names of all of your uncles?
I do. Taft, Lincoln, Grant, and Monroe.
And then Grandma had a Japanese name.
Hiroko.
Yeah, Hiroko. So you and Dad were married in 1962. Dad got a job at Boeing, and we grew up in Renton. Growing up in Renton, you and Dad never talked about being in the internment camps, and so why was that?
Maybe because it was so unpleasant. American soldiers were guarding us. They had their rifles pointed towards us.
You were not allowed to leave the camps under any circumstances?
Nope.
Did they have stores inside the camps?
Nope.
did you hear of or did you see older people committing suicide?
Yeah, Sharon, my best friend Sharon, her parents committed suicide in the camp.
Oh my gosh. Who took care of Sharon after her parents killed themselves?
I think an auntie.
Oh, that's so sad. So you come back to Seattle. Your dad was lucky enough to still maintain his store thanks to another family.
Yep.
Did you or your family face a lot of racism growing up?
Yeah. My dad and my brothers did. I remember my dad said that he went to the grocery store and he heard someone say, "Where's that Jap?"
And your brothers faced a lot of racism too?
Yes.
You went to Garfield High School, right?
Yes.
Do you feel like you were accepted for who you were?
Oh, yeah.
So you didn't experience a lot of racism?
Not at Garfield.
It was a very diverse population back then?
It was an interracial school, Garfield
Yeah.
High School. Famous people went to Garfield. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
Quincy
wanna
Jones and Jimi Hendrix.
You went to school with Quincy Jones and Jimi Hendrix. I'm just so happy that we took this time to do this recording because it's so important that we share this information with other generations, especially with my kids.
Yes.
And I wish that Dad were still alive so that he could share his story too.
Okay, yeah, and thank you, Pam.
You're welcome.